Hi there, my name's Hillary. I'll be guiding you through a restorative yoga class today. So for props for class, I would recommend a couple of pillows and a blanket. I'll be using a bolster. If you have that, you can use a bolster, and some wall space. So the goal of restorative yoga is to be as comfortable as possible in the postures. So you'll be holding them for about 3 minutes. We'll have some other gentle movements throughout the practice. So today, let's start on our backs in Supta Baddha Konasana. So you'll lie on your backs with the soles of your feet together, knees wide, arms by your side, and just ground into your spine and your hips into the mat. Gently breathing in and out. If you want a little support for your knees, you can grab a couple pillows to prop them up. Just find your breathing, find your breath. Slow, easy breaths into your belly, up through your chest, and then exhaling out completely through nose or mouth. The goal of your breath is to stay in the present moment. Calm your nerves. Anything that happened today or what's happening this week, put that aside for about the next 45 to 50 minutes. This time is for you. You might want to set your intention for class. Could be anything, could be a word, or just a goal for the class. We'll take a few more rounds of breath in our lying meditation. So continue to breathe mindfully and presently. We'll take one more round of breath. Deep inhale in, filling up completely, and then exhaling out completely. Open your eyes and slowly make your way to a comfortable seated position, cross-legged. So in our cross-legged position, ground your sit bones into the mat, shoulders pulled down, gazes forward. So let's start with our neck roll, our shoulder rolls forward for 1, 2, 3, and then roll your shoulders back for 1, 2, 3. And then we'll do our neck stretches. So we'll raise our left arm up tall, left palm on the side of our right head, and then dropping our left ear towards left shoulder, feeling the stretch in the right side of our neck. And then slowly release. So the other side, right arm up tall, right hand on the side of our left side of the head, and then dropping our right ear towards right shoulder. Just gentle pressure on the side of our head, and then you want to have like a pulling motion as well. And then release. And then we'll do some cat and cow seated. So we'll inhale, head drops back, chest forward for cow pose. Exhale, spine back, head drops for cat. Inhale to cow, exhale to cat. Do a couple more rounds. Inhale to cow, exhale to cat, and then back to neutral. And let's start our seated stretch series. So inhale, sweep our arms up tall, Exhale, side bend to the right. Right hand on mat, left arm up, gaze is up. Inhale, tall. Exhale, side bend to the left, right arm up. Inhale, tall. Interlace your fingers, flip your palms up. Let's take a long body stretch. And then exhale, release our palms. And then we'll interlace our fingers behind us. And then on our inhale, we'll puff our chest out, head back for a little back bend. And then inhale, release. And then so we'll transition into our first restorative posture of class. So it's supported child's pose. So I'm going to use my bolster, as I said. If you don't have a bolster, that's okay. You can use 1 to 2 pillows. So just make sure you want to make sure your entire torso is supported and the side of your head. So grab your props. You can also put a blanket on top of your pillows for even extra support. So you'll place your props. You'll get into tabletop position right above your props, and then you'll walk your knees wide, big toes to touch, and then adjust your props to support your entire torso and the side of your head. So your head could be turned to either side, or you can just have your chin on your props, just what feels good to you. And we'll hold this for about 3 minutes. I won't really talk much while we're holding our poses, so just focus in on your breathing. Easy inhales and exhales. We have about 1 minute left in this pose. Take a couple more rounds of breath. Take one more inhale in. Exhale out completely. Slowly transition off your props. Putting it aside. Let's make our way back into tabletop. Take some cat and cows to release your back. So our next pose is going to be a Sphinx pose. So you can use a blanket or not. So if you use a blanket, just make sure you have it folded in about a rectangle, and then just roll it. And then place it across your mat. And then we'll lower down into our Sphinx pose. And keeping your props right under your armpits, legs behind you, forearms shoulder distance apart. Make sure you press your forearms into the mat. Gaze is forward, chest is forward. So I'll hold this for a few minutes. Continue to breathe. We'll take a few more rounds of breath here. Take one more inhale in. Exhale out completely. And we'll slowly rise back up into tabletop. Let's place our props aside. You can bring some gentle movement. You can do additional cat and cows or come into child's pose. Just moving to release a little bit. And then our next restorative posture, we'll use a bunch of our props. So if you have your pillows, we're going to do a supported forward fold with our legs extended and our feet are flexed. So you can put your pillows and blankets on top of your thighs. So you want to make sure you're supported and you're not doing a lot. There's not a lot of. It's just a gentle stretch. So I'm going to stack my bolster and my blanket on top of each other, and then fold forward. Place your head on top of your hands. And then we'll be in this posture for about 3 minutes. And adjust your props accordingly if you need to increase or decrease. Your arms can be used to support yourself as well. one more inhale in. Exhale out completely. Slowly roll back up. Place your props aside. And we'll sit cross-legged, just releasing our backs. And take hip circles, cat and cows, stretch side to side. And then we're going to make our way back to our bellies. So on our bellies, we're going to do with our legs extended behind us, we're going to bend our, let's do our left leg first, and then we'll take our left hand and grab the outside of our left foot. You can pause this video and grab if you have a yoga strap or a belt or a scarf, that will help to wrap around your foot. And just rest your head on your arm, on your right arm. It's a gentle quad stretch. We'll take a few more rounds of breath. Take one more inhale in, exhale out, release. And we'll do the other side. So our right knee bends, and we'll take our right hand on the outside of our right foot, or with your prop, with your strap or belt or scarf, and then relax your forehead on your left arm. Take a few more rounds of breath here. Take one more inhale in. Exhale out completely. Slowly release your foot. And then we'll bend both knees, feet flexed, and we'll shift from side to side with our feet for windshield wipers. And then from here, we're going to do a bit of a shoulder stretch. So we're going to tee out our left arm, and our legs are extended behind us. Our right hand is directly underneath our right shoulder, and then we'll slowly roll to the left for our shoulder pigeon. So the left side of our head's on our mat, right hand is like at this 90-degree angle supporting us. It's a gentle shoulder stretch. If this does not feel good to you, transition back to your belly and do this cross-armed position
like in from Sphinx pose. So take a few more rounds of breath here. Take one more inhale in, exhale out completely, and then roll back to the mat. We'll do the other side. So right arm tees out. Left hand is at about a 90-degree angle underneath your left shoulder. And then we'll start to shift up towards the right. The right side of your head is on the mat. So gentle shoulder stretch. Remember, you can always transition to your belly for the cross arm position if this is not working for you. Take a few more rounds of breath. Take one more inhale in. Exhale out completely. Slowly roll back to your belly. And then we'll transition to our backs.
So our next posture is going to be a lying down tree pose. So you can use your blanket or a pillow to support your bent knee. So to get in the pose, we'll lie on our backs. And then our right leg will be straight, and then we'll bend our left leg with the sole of our left foot on the inner right calf or inner right thigh. And as I said, you can use your blanket to support your bent left knee, and your arms are just by your side. And we'll stay here for a few minutes. We have about a minute left. Take a few more rounds of breath here. Take one more inhale in. Exhale out completely. And let's straighten your left leg, and let's take tree pose and with your right knee bent and the knee pointing to the side, and you can use your blanket to support your right knee if you like. Take your time to find what works for you. Remember your options. Your right foot is either on inner left calf or inner left thigh. Make sure you avoid the knee. You have about a minute left. Take a few more rounds of breath here. Take one more inhale in. Exhale out completely. Let's extend our right leg. Take a long body stretch here. And let's hug both knees into chest. And let's massage the spine. Rocking side to side. And then from here, let's bring both feet flat on the floor. Make sure your props are off the mat. So we're going to do a little gentle ab exercise. We're going to do what's called toe taps. So we're going to lift our right foot up and then tap our right, we're going to point our right foot and then tap down for one. And then lift our left, then we're going to alternate for right foot down for one, left foot down for two, right for three, left for four, right for five, left for six, right for seven, left for 8, right for 9, and then left for 10. And lift back up, and let's release our feet. Windshield wiper our knees from side to side. And then from here we're going to do our figure 4 stretch. So you have the option to do the regular figure 4 or use the wall as a prop. So you know how to get into figure 4, so both feet are flat on the floor. Our right knee, so we'll keep our right knee bent, and then we'll bring our left foot above right ankle, and then bringing our left knee to the left. And then you'll lift your right foot off the mat and interlace your fingers behind your right leg. Or if you want to use the wall, which is what I like to do, so you'll scoot up to your wall, place your right foot on the wall, and then cross your left ankle above right knee, and it's hands free, so your hands are right by your side. If you want a little bit of a more of a stretch, you can move forward towards the wall. I'll hold this for a few minutes. I'll take a few more rounds of breath. Take one more inhale in. Exhale out completely. Slowly release. And then we'll do the left side. So you either interlace your fingers behind the left foot, or just place the left foot on the wall, creating your figure four shape. Take a few more rounds of breath here. Take one more inhale in. Exhale out completely. And then slowly release from your figure four stretch. And move away from the wall. Then our next pose is going to be our supine twist. So we're going to tee out our arms, feet flat on the mat, knees are bent. So we'll pick our feet off of the floor and create like about a 90-degree angle, like creating a tabletop with your shins. And then we'll shift our knees to the right. Bring your knees toward the floor. Your arms can also be at a cactus if that's more comfortable for you. I just realized my props are in the way, so I need to do the cactus. So make sure your shoulders are grounded into the mat. You can use your right hand to press on the outside of your left leg for a little bit of an assist.
a few more rounds of breath here. Take one more inhale in. Exhale out completely. Let's bring knees back to center. Hug your knees into chest. And then create that tabletop with your legs. And then shift your legs to the left, grounding your shoulders into the mat. Cactus or tee out your arms. You can use that left hand and press on the outside of the right leg. Take a few more rounds of breath here. Take one more inhale in. Exhale out completely. Slowly bring your knees back to center. Let's hug knees into chest, rocking side to side. In these last few minutes before Shavasana, find any final poses you would like to do. I'm going to demonstrate legs up the wall. So you can do your legs up against a wall or an imaginary wall, or you can do what other poses that suit you best. So remember, to get into your legs up the wall, you want to shift your right hip towards the wall, lie down, and then bring your legs up towards the wall, and then shift your bottom towards the wall, keeping your legs flexed, your feet flexed. And then we'll hold any pose for about 10 breaths. If you're doing a two-sided pose, I'll key you out of that. If you're doing a two-sided pose, switch to the other side. Take 2 more rounds of breath. More inhale in, filling up completely, exhaling out completely. Slowly transition out of your pose. If your legs are off the wall, take your time getting out, and then we'll all meet on our backs. Let's hug our knees into chest. Doing one last massaging of the spine, and then when you're ready, find your way into your final resting pose of choice. So you can extend your legs long with the arms by your side, or you can stay in Supta Baddha Konasana. Your knees can be bent. You can take Shavasana on your side in a fetal position, on your belly, or in a traditional seated meditation. So ground yourself into the mat, melt into the mat. Do one last body scan.
from the crown of your head down through your shoulders, your back, arms, hands, hips, legs, and feet. Today's meditation is from the Journey to the Heart book. And it's called Take Better Care of Yourself. Take better care of yourself than you have ever had before. That's what your heart is telling you to do. Those times of driving yourself, depriving yourself, not being gentle and loving with yourself will no longer work. Punishing, criticizing, repressing, and denying won't bring the feelings, the growth, the result you're seeking. The harder you push, the more relentlessly demand perfection, the worse you'll feel. Fall in love with yourself. Be gentle, loving, kind, and attentive. Take the time throughout each day to tend to your needs as you would tend to someone you love deeply and dearly. Loving and caring for yourself this way won't waste time. It's not a delay. Take better care of yourself and life's magic will return. Your life will improve. You'll feel better too. Taking care of yourself is a simple act with profound consequences. The better and more often you care for yourself, the more you'll align with the universe. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, wrists and ankles. Slowly transition to a fetal position on the right or left side, using your arm as a pillow. We'll take a few moments there. And then slowly rise up to a comfortable seated position, cross-legged, grounding your sit bones to the mat. And then from here, we're going to do one last cleansing breath. So inhale, sweep your arms up tall. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Thank you so much for sharing your practice today. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you again. Have a great day.